And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Middle. Check 31. Check, hey, alert. Check 26. Check 20. Alert.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, team 6. Get wide. Sponge, hug.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Took the outlaw. Watch it, Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Watch your slack.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, exit.
Now Rosen looking to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike. 180. 55. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Run that. Back forward. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Press down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Set, ready. Go to base. 57. Hey, let's get in them holes.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Quarter. Watch safety green. Hey, Haywood. Safety's creeping. 55 mark, guys. 55. You're trapped. Monday. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Rosen. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Colts.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Wild Bill. Mike, 55. Check. Monday. We own it. Alert.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Buccaneers 21, Colts 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Middle. Hug. 52. Check. Hey, alert. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Alert. 55 Mike, guys, 55. Hey, watch the screen. Mike, 5-5. Smooth. 5-5.
Here's Rosen to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Undercut. Hug. Monday. Hey, Charlie. 59 Mike. Alert. Let's get it together, defense. Monday. Shoot.
Rosen to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jackson, option right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready? Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Echo. To you. I'm going.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, alert. 36. Check nickel. Greystone, Travis.
Rosen will throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Man out. Man out. Man out. Man out. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's checking.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson will throw again. They set up the screen to Chubb. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys that make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 55. We got to get to 80. Hurry, hurry.
To throw is Rosen. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. They complete it to Hill. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson options out left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Letting one go deep for the end. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Let's go,
the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touch. Back as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they're going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. 61. Match. Right. Come on. Hey. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Check it back.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rosen, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hug.
4th down. Here's Rosen. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
It's 3rd and 7.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. 20 weapons. Look right, shut up.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rosen will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Monday. Check. Lucky. Slam.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got to jump here. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.